Hello there. Welcome to Disney Parks Addict. Today, I'll be sharing my thoughts on all the good and bad aspects of the brand new Universal Beijing Resort. It's been a couple of weeks since I attended the grand opening of the Universal Studios Beijing, and this has given me some time to reflect on my 2 days at the park and the night stay at the Universal Studios Grand Hotel. Luckily, the good parts far outweigh the bad parts, but I will share them all with you nonetheless. First, I want to start with two attractions, both unique to Universal Studios Beijing. Jurassic World Adventure was everything I was expecting and more. The theming of the whole Jurassic World land was nothing short of spectacular. This was the first ride I headed to when the park opened, and as soon as I entered the attraction's entrance, I knew it was going to be special. The queue line had plenty of theming, including the amazing John Hammond statue and an original video featuring Dr. Henry Wu, who featured in Jurassic Park and the Jurassic World franchise. The attraction itself did not disappoint, with a great mixture of screens and animatronics used throughout the ride. Two scenes particularly stand out: the Indominus Rex chase scene and when the T-Rex comes to save the day by fighting the Indominus Rex. I have no problem with saying that this is the best dark ride on the planet right now. And from the comments on my POV video, a lot of people agree with me and would love to see this attraction come to other Universal Studio resorts. So in contrast, the other unique attraction, Kung Fu Panda Journey of the Dragon Warrior. Don't get me wrong, I love the theming of Kung Fu Panda Land of Awesomeness, and it is definitely one of my favorite areas of the park. But the feature attraction did not live up to the hype. This dark ride on water also featured a mixture of screens and animatronics, but everything just seemed off. The animatronics were really static and seemed more like statues that had moving mouths. Some of the screens didn't mesh well into the environment, so they were quite jarring to look at. Also, the final drop could have been so much better if they utilized the big space to create some sort of big explosion of light, which would have created a more satisfying ending. Even on the second day with a higher guest attendance, the ride never really had more than a 10-minute wait. So I'm not sure they will ever have to use all of the massive queue line that was created for the attraction. As far as the other big attractions in the park, they were either copies or reskins of rides found at other Universal Studio parks around the world. I understand why they were added to this park due to their popularity, but I was hoping for more originality. Hopefully with a new land expansion, or in the second park, we will be able to find more unique attractions to the Universal Beijing Resort. Due to COVID and Universal being cautious, you do have to scan a QR code to enter all the rides, shows and restaurants. It is quite easy to set up. All you need is the Health Kit mini app used through WeChat, the main social media app in China. It was a little annoying at first, but throughout the day, it got easier as long as I got my phone ready before getting to the entrance of an attraction. I totally understand why Universal have done this to reduce the chances of a widespread outbreak, and I'm sure it won't be a permanent measure. Along with the QR scanning, there is a mask requirement at all times within the park, except while you're eating or drinking. And there are plenty of hand sanitizer stations throughout the park. I was pleasantly surprised by all the shows found within the park, even the unoriginal ones like Waterworld and Sing on Tour. When Waterworld was first announced to be featured in the park and in its own land, I didn't really understand, as it is based on a movie that is over 25 years old and wasn't even released in China. I thought that the guests wouldn't be interested, but I was very wrong. Each showing that I watched was packed and had guests queuing for over an hour before each performance. I have seen the original Hollywood show and I thought it was good, but the Beijing version just seemed more epic and was thoroughly enjoyed by all the guests. The only original theatre show within the park is Untrainable, the How to Train a Dragon stage show. Not a lot of information was released about this show prior to the park opening, so I didn't really know what to expect going in. It is housed in the beautiful, majestic theatre, The show honestly blew me out of the water. The dragon puppetry was phenomenal, and I truly enjoyed the whole performance. When Toothless is first introduced flying around above the audience with the cloud projections taking up the stage and walls of the theater, I knew I was watching something special. All the songs and performances were amazing and has made me more interested in a franchise that I wasn't very excited about before. I loved staying at the Universal Studios Grand Hotel. I thought the rooms were very modern and spacious, and I loved the old school artwork and classic Universal film photos dotted around the hotel. It was lacking in amenities, but with a world-class theme park at its doorstep, you can't really complain. The only fault I found was the exclusive hotel to theme park entrance. A perk of staying at the hotel was being able to enter the park an hour before the official opening time. Sure, I only arrived 10 minutes before the hotel gate opened, but there was an already massive queue from the two hotels, which took more than 45 minutes to get through. While we were queuing, they opened the main gate 30 minutes early, which meant a flood of people entered the park before most of the hotel guests, eradicating one of the main perks of staying at the hotel. I understand that this was the first day of operating this hotel gate, but I hope they can improve this in the future. As I didn't have lots of time, I mainly ate from quick service restaurants, but I thought all the food was fantastic. There were great portion sizes, and although it was a little expensive for standard Chinese prices, it was still cheaper than the American park counterparts. There was plenty of Western and Asian choices found throughout the park and City Walk. Overall, I had a great time at the Universal Beijing Resort. I thought the theming and atmosphere were amazing to witness over my 2 days in the park, which can only be rivaled by Disney in terms of quality. All the staff were very welcoming, and you could tell they were all excited to share this beautiful theme park with the guests. I am super excited that Universal have finally got a park in China, and I can't wait to see the growth of the resort over the coming years. I really hope that they continue to offer unique attractions and entertainment, as well as bringing in popular events like Halloween Horror Nights in the future. I understand that it is very difficult to enter China at the moment, but if you are living in China or you are watching this video from the future, then I highly recommend you check out Trip. They offer amazing discounts on Universal Studios Beijing tickets, as well as great deals on the 2 official hotels and other hotels near the resort. Check out my affiliate link below to see how much you could save. I can't wait to go back and experience this amazing Universal Studios theme park, and if you want to see my first-hand experience, then check out my full 2-hour vlog of the grand opening right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Disney Parks Addict.